Hey Prospectors, it's Greg with Prospecting Coins, and we're here for another hunt. Today we are hunting 5 rolls of each denomination except for the pennies. We got 6 rolls, and that's because of the coin shortage. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but we are here in SoCal. I was just told by my bank that we cannot get any more than 5 rolls per denomination. We're gonna go ahead and start from the pennies and work our way from the nickels to the dimes and end with the quarters. While looking through these, I did notice that 2 of the pennies are brand new ones. We have 2020s and 2021s. And also with the dimes, we do have 2, I believe, are 2021s. So we won't be opening those, but we will be opening the rest. So let's see what we can get. Look at this 1967. That's a nice one. Nice little blazer there. Our very first find. It's a 2009 Professional Life. Real dirty, but it's a 2009 and it's a Denver. All right, so there you go. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So there's 9 coppers. We got the 2009, and then we have our 2 possible areas that we'll check on the scope. All right, bring you back to roll number 2. We found our first Witty of the box. Let's see what it is. There is the reverse. Take a look. And there is the obverse. And it looks like a 1946. Let me take a look under the scope. It is a San Francisco. 1946 San Fran. Find number 2 the box. First Wheatie. Let's go. All right, it looks like we have a 1971 San Francisco. Not sure if that's a proof or not, but we'll put it in our finds. All right, we're back with our last roll, and I'm just showing you that these other 2 rolls, we have a 2020 and a 2021, and they're both from Denver. I'm not going to open those up. I'm just going to keep those for my own collection. And so we're going to open this last roll. This will be roll number 4. Let's see what we can get. And here we are with our next find. We found ourselves a Canadian. Nice little foreign find from our brothers and sisters up north. And this one is a 1981. 1981 Canadian 1 cent. Perfect. All right, we're done with those 4 rolls, and we did get a bunch of finds for 4 rolls. We found a 2009, and that was the Professional Life. We found a 1971 San Fran proof. We found a 1981 Canadian 1 cent, and we found ourselves a Wheatie. And this was a 1946 San Fran. So we got 4 finds and 4 rolls. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get to the nickels. All right, we didn't find anything in roll number 1. Let's go to roll number 2. All right, we found our first find in this. Looks like a 1949 nickel. Let's see if there's a mint mark. There is. It's a Denver. 1949 Denver. All right, we're here on roll number 3, and we found our second find. And this looks like a 1940. Very cool. And let's see where it's from. And it looks like from Denver. 1940 Denver. All right, find number 2. Let's go. Oh, looky here. We found ourselves a Beaver. Very cool. 1989 Canadian 5-cent. Oh, and here we go. We found another one. This was actually an ender. I couldn't read it, but it looks like it's a 1959. And it looks rusty. Wow, look how rusty that thing is. Wow, that's number 4 of the box as far as finds go. And we're going into roll number 5. All right, for our nickels, we did find ourselves a 1949 Denver. We found ourselves a 1940 Denver, a 1959 Denver, and a nice 1989 Canadian. All right, let's get to the dimes. We're looking at the dimes right now, and I do see that we have 3 2021s, so we're not going to open these ones either. We'll put these to the side. We're going to go ahead and open up the other 2 rolls and see what we can get. Well, the dimes didn't do anything for us on this hunt. That's okay, because now we got our quarters. We got 5 rolls. Let's go ahead and start our picking. Here is the new 2021 George Washington crossing the Delaware. Very nice. I love that design on these coins. All right, let's get back to some more. All right, we got our first bicentennial of the box, of the hunt. Let's go. All right, well, that was roll number 1, and we found some Tuskegees. We found a George Washington crossing the Delaware. These are possible air coins. And these are the 1960s. We're going to check for airs also. And then we got ourselves our first bicentennial. Let's go. We found ourselves a second bicentennial. Number 2. All right, so I didn't see anything in those quarters except for a couple bicentennials. We did get a lot of Tuskegees and 3 Washington crossing the Delawares. We're going to go ahead and go through these, see if we can find any errors. If I find any, I'll bring you in. And at the end, we'll go ahead and do a quick recap. All right, we're back with the recap of the 5-roll hunt with every denomination. And here's our finds. For the pennies, we did find a 2009 Professional Life. We found a 1946 San Francisco Wheatie. We found a 1981 Canadian and a 1971 S, and I believe that's a proof. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. We also found for the nickels, we've got 4 finds. We got a 1940 Denver, a 1949 Denver, a 1959 Denver, and we found a Beaver nickel, and this is a 1989. For the quarters, we didn't find much. We did find 2 bicentennials. We found a bunch of the Tuskegee Airmen quarters. We did find this awesome air coin from the 2015 with a little extra foot. Found a nice clean 72. And we also found 3 2021 George Washingtons crossing the Delaware. So it was a great hunt for the limited amount of rolls that we were able to get from our bank. So we'll try next week to see if we can get a box, or if not, we'll get more rolls and we'll do another 5 rolls of each denomination. We'll see what we can get. All right, if you like what you saw, go hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, keep prospecting.